Hello, my name is Stefan Holstein, and in this video I want to talk about Google search engine optimization. And I'm going to talk about a technique that will really get your page to rank better that you have probably not thought about. And with this technique we're going to look at the limitations of the Google search engine, and we're going to use this limitation to get our page to rank better. Let's get started. So, if you would type, look for the car, Porsche 911, and then you go to the image search, then you will see a lot of images of the Porsche 911. That's a certain type of Porsche. You will see only images of that car. Okay. Now, if you type Porsche 944, which is it is also Porsche, but it's a different type of a different model of that car. If you type Porsche 911 and then go to the image search, you will see only images of this car, the Porsche 911, and no images of the Porsche 911. So okay. Now, if you let's say you would have an elephant, you would own an elephant, and you want to have a harness, like stuff to put on the elephant, like to ride on it. So you would go and search elephant harness. A harness, I think, to put on the elephant, and you would search for elephant harness. And there's a shop selling horse harness. This the thing you put on horses to ride them, the leather stuff. So if you would search for elephant harness, and Google would show you pages for horse harness, then you would laugh, or you would be amused, because you know the harness for a horse is much too small for your elephant. So it's a page that you cannot use. So there's the word harness in the description. So the search engine could look for the word harness, but a horse harness is a completely different thing than an elephant harness. So what does this point us to? A Porsche 911 is not the same as a Porsche 944. If you search for Porsche 911 and you get results for Porsche 944, you would say, this is not what I'm looking for. Now, the Google search algorithm, as clever as it may be, has no capability of understanding what you are typing. When we hear horse, we know a lot of things. It's an animal. It used to live in the woods or on the plains. Now we are riding on it. Little girls like it. They like to ride. Horses eat hay. We know what the word means on a very broad base, and also we have an emotional connection to these things. Those are the things that artificial intelligence makers stand for and in awe, and say, wow, that's a lot of things that humans do when thinking about these things. And we have to understand, for getting our ranking, working with this ranking technique, that the Google algorithm has completely no idea what the word actually means that you're typing there. It might compare, say, horse and elephant are both in the category animal, but that's not understanding what a horse is, in no case understanding what actually a horse is. But the people who programmed the Google algorithm, they know that the algorithm does not understand. But also they know, if you have an elephant and type elephant harness and you get a page for the horse harness, then this will just be no search result for you. So they have to, because the Google algorithm does not understand, they have to program the Google algorithm so that it puts the page that explicitly talks about elephant harness very high if you typed elephant harness, because this could be what you're searching for and everything else could be not what you're searching for. Let's say you have a web shop and you are selling potatoes. Just as an example, you are selling potatoes. So you make a text. Buy potatoes. Buy potatoes. Buy potatoes. So, text, buy potatoes at our great company. You will get the most delicious stuff if you buy potatoes at our web shop. Don't forget to buy potatoes only here because they are the best. You get a text, and it talks about buy potatoes, using the word buy potatoes as a term. So, the other companies that sell potatoes might have a text like, okay, I don't have too much space here, say. The other companies might have a text like, get potatoes only at our web shop because we sell the most delicious potatoes. And so you make sure that you get the best quality potatoes. So that's another web shop that you want to rank against. And that web shop speaks of get potatoes, the delicious potatoes, the quality potatoes. And your text speaks about buy potatoes at our web shop, you get the best if you buy potatoes. So you combine the word buy potatoes. So Google sees this. The Google algorithm sees this. You're talking about buy potatoes. The other company website might also have somewhere buy potatoes. But what you have is buy potatoes a few times. So don't go overboard with your keyword density, you know that. So let's say 1.5% of your text, but the keyword that you're going for is buy potatoes. Buy potatoes might as well be a certain type of potato because the Google algorithm simply does not know. So, if it would be a certain type of potato, and the customer who goes to the search engine Google search bar and types buy potatoes, would be searching only for this certain type of potato, the buy potatoes, then Google cannot afford to not rank your page. So the programmers of the Google algorithm must give a good amount of credit to the sites that look like they talk about one specific thing that the searching person is looking for. In this case, Google will rank your page much higher as soon as the people searches for buy potatoes. You want to buy potatoes, you don't type potatoes because you will get Wikipedia about potatoes. You want to buy potatoes, you type buy potatoes. So you go to the Google search form and you type potatoes. If you want to have a web shop about potatoes, you type potatoes space next word and then you type Q. The first letter on your keyword, and then Google opens up text telling you potatoes quality, potatoes Q, whatever, potatoes Q. So you get the search terms that Google prepared for you to that tell you what people searched in the past, what other things people search, and from there you derive your double keywords. Then you clear the Q, and you go to the next letter. That's W, potatoes space W, and you see potatoes worth, potatoes well for your health, stuff like that. You get these ideas. If you're living in a country that is not English speaking, but you want to rank on the English speaking internet worldwide, then Google will give you different ideas for what the people type, because it will be the ideas of your country. So there are web pages, Google that are called Google suggestions. SUGG suggest, ESTEION suggestions. That's what this stuff is called, that Google suggests you when you type something. So there are websites that list these things specifically for search engine optimization people. So then you type potatoes W, potatoes space E, next letter on the keyboard, and you look what you get. You make a list of these suggestions, and then you find the keywords that people look for, and you use these keywords that, because the Google algorithm does not understand, could be specific terms like the buy potatoes, and then you use buy potatoes in your text. If you've got a web shop in a non-English speaking if you got a web shop in a non-English speaking country, and you go for this system, typing using buy potatoes as one term that you use as your keyword, then you will have a good chance to rank better than the other companies, because the Google developers know that the algorithm does not understand what it's reading there, so it has to give your website a boost if it's exactly what the searching person is looking for. Like a Porsche 911 is not a Porsche 944. So that's what I'm talking about here, to understand the limitations and why the Google search algorithm must be programmed in the way to take words that are two words as possibly specific phrases, specific things. Like an elephant harness is something different than a horse harness, so the elephant harness page must rank much higher if you look for elephant harness. And you know that people gonna search, if they want to buy potatoes, they're gonna search for buy potatoes. You might have another page that where you use the keyword quality potatoes. So if people search for quality potatoes, then they get to another page of your overall internet site, and then come to your web shop. You might also have a page that ranks for buy quality potatoes. So this the three words could also be a term for one specific thing. That was basically the thing I was talking about here. And now for short, probably most of you know it, but maybe some people are new to SEO, search engine optimization. So where do your keywords go? Very important, don't underestimate that. First of all, https://your site/ buy _ potatoes your site has a site name that probably is like whatever your name or your company name, and then you got this slash for the for where it is put on your site, like the address in itself, and that no, it's not underscore, sorry, it's minus. It's in this one, buy minus potatoes. Your keyword goes there. Then you got your site title. You get your site title. In modern forms of sites, you have only the logo of the company on top, and then directly the menu, and there's no more site title. I think don't do that. If you want to rank high on Google, then definitely don't do that. Have a site title. And if you have buy potatoes, quality potatoes, and maybe you're also selling other equipment, take 5 keywords or so, double keywords, and then put them in your title of your overall page. Title, subtitle. There's a subtitle. Keywords, title, subtitle, then name of this specific page, the page name, keywords in the page name, then comes the H1, the first heading, keywords in your heading, then comes the text of the site, keyword, as everybody knows, in the first 100 words, no more than 1.5% keyword density, 1.5% of the text keywords in your text. Image, if you don't have images on your site, the more images Google algorithm is programmed, the more images, the more interesting this is for viewers. Pages with a lot of images get ranked higher, so make sure you go and take some images of potatoes and put them on your page if you're selling potatoes. Images, do images on your page. Use the image, the text, that's the description of the image. The description of the image was written under the image. There your keyword also goes, and then look for the alternative text that you find somewhere, and also there goes your keyword. Use these double keywords because Google must give them a much higher ranking, because an elephant harness is a completely different thing than a horse harness, and the Porsche 911 is completely different to the Porsche 944. Google must be programmed to rank those pages much higher. Go for these double keywords that could be specific things, even if it's buy potatoes, because Google the algorithm does absolutely not understand what it's reading there. And then put those keywords, and not too much, but put them in the address, in the title, in the subtitle, in the name of the site, in the heading, and in the other headings, H2, in the heading, in the text. Make sure you have images. Make sure you have descriptions. Put the keyword in the descriptions and put them in the alternative text to the image. And if you want to put an additional thing to that, maybe make a video, because even a video that must rank higher. The Google algorithm is programmed to give videos a boost, so make a video of a few potatoes and put a video MP4 or link to YouTube, however you do it, put a video on your site. And if you somehow have the possibility, put some Java whatever programmed stuff, like a calculator for potato prices. You type how many potatoes you want to buy, and the thing calculates your price, because Google says image is good, video is good, something to calculate something that makes the page even probably better and more useful for the user. So have some script programming that does fancy stuff. Also, that will give your site a bit of better ranking. That was what I was talking about. The limitations of the Google algorithms as an AI, that it actually has got no idea what the things mean that are written on your page. And so think about your keywords, using keywords a few times that make the Google algorithm rank you better, because this could be buy potatoes, could be a specific term for buy potatoes, and then you will be the only website that is talking about the buy potatoes, and the other web shops are not talking about that. So make your keyword research, type with your name, type what potato and then space, and then go through the keyboard, look at the suggestions, create some good keywords that could be specific things, and then work with that. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video and if you think, wow, this is really helpful, I really like it, if you press the like button. Thank you for watching.